Satnam Aloha. So I hope you all have your head above water. So just do a little exercise with me before we begin. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale through the nostrils while bringing your shoulders up to the ears, and then you're going to exhale through the open mouth while dropping the shoulders. So you ready? So inhale up, right to the ears, exhale through the open mouth. Again, inhale up, hold, 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 hold. Exhale through the open mouth. And one last time, inhale, peace. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, stress. And just with your intent, bring all your energy into this present now moment. Just be fully here. And inhale. And exhale. So what a week. You may have heard about the Mars-Saturn-Uranus T-square. Every astrologer and their grandmother's talking about this tension in the sky. So you can go out and find that for yourself. But as you know, this channel really brings another perspective on the planetary movements according to the neutrino stream and the shadow patterns. So please subscribe if you haven't already. And you know, you can always unsubscribe if it's not your cup of tea. So just a reminder, you know, if you've got your recorded reading already, well, my environment is mountains. So I like the big view, the long-term view. So I just want to remind people that we incarnate it. Before we incarnate it to planet Earth, we all signed up to be here right now in this time and space. There's no accidents. To help others transition into this great age of Aquarius. So you're built and designed for this time. And all your life experiences so far, they've brought you to this now present moment. So do not doubt that for a minute or a second even. So have you been feeling emotional this week? Maybe you're not feeling anything. Maybe you're feeling numb. Maybe you're like have anxiety, trouble sleeping. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you're disillusioned, feeling hopeless. Maybe you're having your physical body flaring up with all kinds of things. Or maybe you're extra reactive out there in the world, right? Or people being reactive towards you. Maybe you're judgmental, right? Maybe you have got negative thoughts towards others or yourself. Maybe old memories are surfacing from your past, right? Maybe you're reaching for those old addictions, those old distractions. These are all signs that your emotional body is getting poked and prodded. So this message today maybe give you some context, right, in perspective. So on Thursday, July 1st, the channel of emoting got activated. And this is a volatile channel. And it's going to remain activated until Thursday, July 8th. So you can see here that the 39 is a pressure. And it's coming from the root chakra. And it's pointing towards the 55 in the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is a doorway into the Aquarian age, into this new consciousness that's coming to the planet, this new Earth. And no one gets in without moving through the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is our emotional body, and it's going through a massive mutation, right? It's part of our evolution as a human species. And this is all part of the 2027 solar plexus mutation that's coming. I did a 6-hour plus webinar on it that you can find on my website. This is really important information for you to know, because it's always good to know where we're going, and then everything kind of fits into place, what's going on now. So briefly, we're evolving out of a mental awareness system. This is experiencing life through the mind. This is duality, this and that, right? It's strategical, it's logical, it's living in time. And we're moving into a solar plexus awareness system, or a self-sensory system if you're a practitioner or teacher of Kundalini Yoga meditation. It's the same thing. So this is where we're experiencing life through the spirit, right? So instead of thinking our way through life, right, planning and strategizing, we're going to be feeling our way through life. Okay, so well, what's the big deal about this? Why are people so resistant to this? Well, our world has been a patriarchy that's not honored or even acknowledged the wisdom of our emotional self. Right? We've been taught not to trust our emotions and to think rationally. Right? That's what our school is all about. It's like totally over-focused on the mind, developing the mind. You know, even in workplaces, like go to therapy and deal with that. Don't bring that into the workplace, right? Think rationally, logically. That's all going away. And even the spiritual teachings, right, teach that the emotions are seen as a block that hinders our spiritual development. It's not true. You know, and as a species, we're emotionally immature. And so what we're doing now is we're learning to honor and develop our emotions for the Aquarian age. There's a lot of wisdom found in the emotional body. So how do we go from being emotionally reactive to spiritually aware beings living in the present now moment? Well, our spiritual work is to purify our emotional body, right? So what happens is the clogs found in our emotional body, they keep us out of the present moment, right? The Aquarian age is all about bringing us out of time into the eternal now, the eternal present moment. That's where our authentic self is. So what's the emotional body? Well, in a nutshell, it's our inner child. That's our inner child. It's those first 7 years that are crucial to our development. And all of our patterns, right, our shadow patterns, our emotional patterns of shutting down our hearts, they get laid down in those first 7 years. And they don't go away, right? They don't go away. And they're in our subconscious mind, right? And in our emotional body. So do you ever wonder, like, why you emotionally react to certain people sometimes? Maybe your partner or your children or your parents or your boss or your clients. Well, the mind is going to say it's them. It's their fault. They're pissing me off. If they just did this or didn't do that, then I'd be peaceful. Right? It's their fault I feel this way. And this is a big lie perpetrated by the ego and the mind. It's not true. So what's going on here is that you're projecting your past, your shadow, onto the present. Right? It's not real. It's not true. So all those unintegrated emotions from childhood, they come rushing forward so that you can see them and you can feel them. So the past needs to be integrated first so that you can live in the present moment, so that you can reclaim your power as a spiritual being having human experiences, right? The Aquarian age is travel light, be the light, spread the light. So to be honest, it's not fun, right? It's not fun. It's uncomfortable. And I understand why a lot of people don't want to go there. But it's the arrogance of the ego that doesn't want you moving through that door to your power, right? The ego's at the door, the bouncer, like, you're not getting through. I'm going to react and blame everybody else for how I'm feeling. You don't want to listen to that anymore, right? And it's so encouraged in our world to listen to that voice. So I've been at this for a long time, right? But I'm a testament to what's on the other side. And I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm not saying I'm done. I still do emotional integration work, but not as much as before, right? I used to be so nervous and jumpy and living in time and worried about what other people thought of me and, right, all that nonsense. I'm a completely different person now. I'm less reactive, more peaceful, and more in the present moment. And I can see, right? So I can see the truth because of my willingness to walk through that fire, right, of that clogged emotional body from childhood. not just from this lifetime, but from all my past lives, right? I have South Node in Capricorn, right? So lots of lifetimes of stuffing and suppressing and repressing all those emotions. And my North Node now is Cancer in the 12th house. So have you ever wondered why so many people out in the world can't see through the bullshit? Right? Do you ever wonder that? Maybe you're surrounded by people like that or you come across them. It's like they're another species. Well, they haven't done their work. They haven't done their inner child work. They haven't done their shadow work. It's the ones that have done that work or even stepped forward doing their shadow work and some inner child work. They can see, right? They can see the truth. So this energy is just going to intensify more and more. This emotional provocation more and more with each passing day, right? So if you're like, you know what, I really know that I've got to let go of the past and I've got to forgive and, right, I got to move on, but I've been postponing it because deep down you know what's coming, right? A lot of uncomfortable feelings. Well, you want to check out my 6-week Inner Child program. And it's over 40 videos. So you got Kundalini Yoga meditations that are specifically for the emotions and the inner child. There's teachings, there's writing exercises. And it comes from my own experiences and teachings and methods that work, right? I've tried them all. I've gone down some dead-end roads, right? But I kept the ones that grew corn. That's what the Native American Indians say, right? It means it works. Right? So it used to be over $800 and now it's $197. So what I'm going to be doing this year is I'm going to be adding more to the program. I'm reviewing it and adding more things, and you'll have permanent access to it. So if you're already in, you'll have access to it. Okay? So check that out, right? And so this is the best use of your time right now, is to do this work. Why? So what happens? What happens? Like, okay, well, I need, like, I'm like that. It's like, okay, I need incentive here. Like, why am I so uncomfortable? Why am I doing this work? Well, so that you can truly be a conduit for universal love and compassion, right? That's what we all want. We want to be a conduit for universal love and compassion and change and shift the unified field that connects us all. And remember that love trumps fear tenfold. Okay, so let's bring this back to the channel, the 3955. So I have this in my natal chart, so I speak from experience. This is a very deep, deep, deep channel. So 39 is the shadow of provocation. And it's in the sun position, and it's provoking the 55th shadow of victim consciousness, and that's in Jupiter. So Jupiter expands, right? Victim consciousness. So what's the 39 saying? It says, I'm going to provoke your stuck emotions so that you can get out of being a victim. You know, I've got a clogged up drain. I'm the Drano. 39's the Drano and the plunger, right? And so that I can liberate you out of victim consciousness. That's the gift. So that you can be free. Freedom is the gift of the 55, to be your authentic self. And this channel's going through a huge mutation, like I said, for 2027. We're not rid of it yet. Right? So that other people are not doing this to you. That's the victim consciousness. Right? Other people aren't making you feel something. You're already, those feelings and emotions are already inside you. They're just messengers bringing it out, right? So this evolutionary energy is pressuring you to evolve. That's all. So to evolve means to be your authentic self. And that's what's real and true, right? Your eternal self is your authentic self. That's what we're all coming to for the Aquarian age. So this channel also lets you know who has the right spirit for you and who does not have the right spirit for you. So right now we're all finding our soul tribe. And if you have someone reacting to you, blaming you, taking no responsibility, it's all you, it's not me, they're not for you, right? They're not the right spirit. So don't take it personally. If you have someone that opens up to you in an authentic way, open-minded, open-hearted, then they're for you, right? And say they could get angry. This person could get angry about something you said or did, but they come back, right? They come back. They say, oh, I'm sorry. I was angry and I lashed out at you. It wasn't fair. And, and I really reflected on what that was all about. And what you said triggered me. And I felt judged and criticized. And that reminded me of how my mother used to speak to me, right? It had nothing to do with you, right? It was about the past, something that I had to integrate. Do you see the difference? Well, this person's authentic, right? They take responsibility. They apologize. They're open-minded. They're open-hearted. This is a mature person. This is someone you can grow and evolve with. These are the people you want in your life, right? Not the ones that are, emotionally immature. So this is a time in your life that you can clearly see who is and who's not for you, right? Go deep or go home. The days of superficial surface living is over, right? It's time for us to change and evolve. That's why we're here. We're not here to dance and party and accumulate things and build up our ego. That's not why we're here. That's like superficial living, right? We're here for a spiritual purpose. Right? There's a higher purpose to why you're here. So I want you to remind you of that. And deep down, you already know this stuff, right? So this channel of emoting is empowering. That's a key word. Empowering you to be yourself. And in turn, this empowers others to be themselves. So like I said in my previous videos, you can't control other people. Like, give that up. You can't control or change other people, or you can't change the external world for that matter. But you do have control over something, and that's your energy field. That's what you're responsible for. So 9 feet in every direction, that's your electromagnetic field. You don't just end here at your skin, right? 9 feet in every direction. That's a healthy aura, electromagnetic field. So if you're in a state of joy, this is your natural state when you start clearing and purifying your emotional body, a state of joy. That's how you're supposed to be. That's how we're all supposed to be, in a natural state of joy. Well, don't let some sourpuss take that away from you or give that away from you. We've been conditioned to do this as children. Oh, everybody else is angry or upset, so I better be angry and upset too, right? So do you want to live in a world of sourpusses, serious sourpusses, or do you want to live in a world of joyous, creative people, right? What world do you want? Well, when you're in the present moment in spirit awareness, that's going to be you, joyous and creative. Now, if you're stuck in the sourpuss victim consciousness, projecting your anger and sadness everywhere, then you're in the past. You're in your mind. You're living in time. You're a ghost. You might as well call yourself a ghost, right? You're not here. So you can shift the field, right, by committing to be yourself. Shift your energetic field and the energetic field around you by committing to be your authentic self. And I love this little GIF, right? Because we're going to change the world one individual at a time. Like, never underestimate the power of the individual to change the world. So let's look at the timeline here. We got July 1st to July 8th. This is the channels activated. Okay, and then the sun moves off that, the 39. And then on July 18th, Mercury comes in and activates it again. So this is like our thinking and our speaking will be very provocative, right? But to elevate that up, it's going to be liberating, right? 39 is about liberating you from your emotional blocks. It's that tantric energy, right? That diagonal energy. And in turn, you can do the same for others, right? So keep this in mind this month. We've got a heavy month. We've got a heavy we got a heavy year, but I'll go into that in another video. So please leave your comments below, your thoughts and your insights. I read every one, right? So, and I love reading them, and I'm sure other people do too. And please subscribe to the channel, like and share, so that these messages don't get shadow banned by YouTube. Okay? So subscribe, like, and share. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, Bitchute, and I'm checking out MeWe too. So all the links are below. But better yet, sign up for my free newsletter that I put out only once a week, no soupy sales. And check out my recorded readings so that you know what you need to be your authentic self according to your unique human design chart. Each one of us is different, right? And you only have a 24-hour wait for that. Okay, so have a good day or evening wherever you are in the world, and enjoy your life. It's the best thing you can do right now is to enjoy your life and put all your trust in Big G. Put all your trust, your will over to Big G right now, who's loving you unconditionally, supporting you 100% to be your authentic self. Okay? That's where we're going. Okay, so I'll see you next video. Sat Nam Aloha.